Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you are viewing this video. My dear viewers, tragedy has unfortunately struck our Jamaican diaspora again. We will explore the tragedy in Coral Springs. A husband dead, a wife confesses. A seemingly ordinary Friday took a dark turn when gunshots rang out from a home on a peaceful residential street. Police discovered the body of 52-year-old Rohan Malcolm, lifeless from multiple gunshot wounds. His wife, 45-year-old Denise Malcolm, was found at the scene and taken into custody. Denise confessed to shooting her husband, citing years of resentment and emotional turmoil. What drove Denise to such a desperate act? A marriage in ruins, infidelity, and despair. Denise Malcolm's confession painted a bleak picture of her marriage. According to her, what had once been a loving partnership had devolved into a toxic cycle of suspicion, arguments, and betrayal. She claimed Rohan's infidelity was not a one-time mistake, but rather a pattern of behavior that had spanned years. The trust between them, she confessed, had eroded to the point of no return. Denise spoke of separate bedrooms, a testament to the emotional distance that had grown between her and Rohan. She described feeling trapped, her pleas for fidelity ignored, her cries for help falling on deaf ears. Years of bottled-up resentment and anger, she confessed, had finally reached a boiling point. While her claims of infidelity offered a glimpse into the possible motives behind the shooting, investigators were careful not to jump to conclusions. Were Denise's accusations fueled by genuine pain, or a desperate attempt to deflect blame? The truth, it seemed, lay buried somewhere beneath layers of anger, hurt, and deceit. The final straw, a heated argument, turns deadly. The argument that erupted on the evening of August 31st was not an isolated incident. According to Denise, it was the culmination of years of simmering tensions, the final crack in a marriage already fractured beyond repair. That Friday evening, as they returned home from shopping for a Labor Day barbecue, Rohan casually mentioned plans to go out with friends. This seemingly innocuous statement, however, ignited a firestorm of suspicion in Denise. Convinced Rohan was lying, Denise confronted him. Accusations flew, tempers flared, and the argument escalated to a fever pitch. The details of those final moments before the shooting remain shrouded in uncertainty. What is clear is that the argument, fueled by years of resentment and mistrust, pushed Denise to a breaking point. In a moment of blind rage, she retrieved a pistol from her bedroom closet, loaded it, and confronted Rohan. Section 4. Suicide or last act of control. Denise's chilling decision. Denise Malcolm's confession revealed a chilling detail. After shooting Rohan, she planned to take her own life. The gun was loaded, her finger on the trigger. But something Rohan said made her change her mind. Instead, she shot Rohan one last time, ensuring his death. Section 5. Justice for Rohan, the legal battle begins. As the community reeled from the shock of Rohan Malcolm's death, the wheels of justice slowly began to turn. Denise Malcolm, now facing charges of murder, was denied bail and remained in custody at the Broward County Jail. Her defense attorneys, while acknowledging the tragic nature of the case, were quick to point to the years of alleged infidelity and emotional abuse Denise endured. They argued that her actions were not premeditated but rather the desperate act of a woman pushed to the brink. The prosecution, however, presented a different narrative. They painted Denise as a cold and calculating killer who took the law into her own hands, choosing violence over peaceful resolution. As the legal battle raged on, the couple's 14-year-old twin sons were left to grapple with the unimaginable trauma of losing their father and witnessing their mother's arrest. Section 6. Domestic violence, a shadow over paradise. The tragic death of Rohan Malcolm cast a long shadow over the idyllic community of Coral Springs. Behind the manicured lawns and pristine facades, a darker reality sometimes lurks, a reminder that domestic violence can touch even the most seemingly perfect of places. This case, while shocking in its violence, serves as a stark reminder that behind closed doors, many couples suffer in silence. The signs of domestic abuse are often subtle, hidden from public view. Controlling behavior, verbal abuse, and emotional manipulation can escalate to physical violence if left unchecked. The death of Rohan Malcolm is a tragic reminder that we, as a society, must do more to address the root causes of domestic violence and provide support for those trapped in abusive relationships. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, please reach out for help. There is no shame in seeking support, and there are resources available to help break the cycle of abuse. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video.